What's up, everyone? I'm here with little Mika, and little freeform video. Haven't made any of these lately, but super important topic. Some astrologers have been or a lot of astrologers have been talking about it. I wanted to give my own take on it. So, and here she is, always ready to help. So, got my computer here, and I'm looking at the chart of Donald Trump because obviously the election's coming up. So we want to know, what does the astrology say? Mika, stop. About the potential re-election of Donald Trump. Well, it says a lot, in short. Mika, stop grabbing the camera. You have something to say? Mika? Okay. So there's a lot going on, right, with Trump's chart. Mika, stop it! She's trying to jump on my camera. In astrology, so first of all, just zooming back from Trump's chart a priori, he's got something extremely rare that essentially shows that he is a puppet, a karmic puppet for mankind. And although it seems terrible and all of it seems so fucked up, he just seems like a barbaric man, he's meant to show us as a collective our shadow and force us into a change that wouldn't otherwise occur unless it was forced upon, right? When you're living a life where you're always like it's like I always say, like with people who have drug issues, there's that person that they have an issue but they don't go over the edge, so they never actually get help and they never actually get better because their issue's not like so intense. Or then there's the person who is a full-blown heroin addict and goes crazy, but then they go to rehab and they get to a higher level. That's kind of the metaphor for America and the collective, is that this is something that is actually, in the long run, going to be advantageous. Right now, it seems fucked and chaotic. So, proof of that is that his son, he was born on a new moon, first of all, or a full moon, a full moon. He was born on exactly a full moon, with the sun in Gemini at 22 degrees, and the moon in Sagittarius, exact same moon as yours truly at 21 Sagittarius, and the exact same ascendant at 29 Leo as yours truly. So, I don't know what that says, but I'm mystical as fuck. People say, does Donald Trump have a hidden mystical side? I don't fucking know. That's not the point. So, he has this extremely rare thing where the North Node, meaning the North Node in everyone's chart is a place, it has to do with karmic significance. It's like where you're meant to be. It's like the mountain you've never climbed in this life. There's tons of different meanings to it. And the South Node's an opposite point, right? And has to do with past lives. Basically, it's extremely karmic. And I don't know, he basically has his sun exactly on the North Node, 2 degrees away, and his moon exactly on the South Node, because they're both opposite. So he is here for a reason. So it's super, super interesting is that the South Node, even though it's not a planet, and please stick with me, I know that some of the astrology jargon gets a little bit complicated, but this is getting somewhere. So just like every planet is constantly in transit, like Pluto's in Capricorn at 23 or 24 Capricorn right now, Saturn around the same, and the moon is moving so fast, right? And the sun is moving 1 degree au day. Well, the North Node and the South Node are also moving. They're transiting, right? So when Donald Trump was born, his North Node, which when you have North Node, it's just think of it as the destiny point in your chart, right? It was 20 degrees Gemini, and his sun's 22. So when we look at the ephemeris of this year, guess where the transiting North Node is right now and is going to be at the time of the election? Right on Donald Trump's natal sun and natal North Node. So let's get the exact, does it have it in this ephemeris? Yeah, so right now it's at 20, around, okay, where are we? It's around 27, 26. I don't have exactly, I have the ephemeris. Gem. So yeah, around November, it's at 20, I don't know what the exact date of the election is, but it becomes exactly on his sun. So what that means, when you have your North Node transiting your sun, which is very rare, it doesn't happen many times, right? in your entire lifetime. That is a time where something faded, and the sun also in Vedic astrology has to do with leadership, right? With governance. So the significance here is that he is fated through this chart, through his birth chart, that at the time of the election, something, and I can't sit here and say this is for sure a victory, but it looks like it. Other astrologers, I quote the Peace Dealer, who's a really good astrologer on YouTube. He said landslide, and it's just so apparent to astrologers when you see this, you know. Yeah, like it's insane. Transiting, like of all times, right? And you don't believe in fate, you don't believe in destiny. Then how the fuck does this make sense? Right at the time of the election, the transiting north node, the destiny point in your chart, goes back to its natal point, the nodal return. The nodal return is a time of great karmic significance in your life, and over your sun, aka governance, leadership, right? He's meant to most likely win. I'm sorry to break it to you. Now, this could also be looked at from a different perspective, right? Maybe it's not a win. I mean, from my view, it is. But like, maybe the main point is that something extremely destined and fated, that, and because of his chart, and like I said, he is like, you know, he is such a fated like puppet of this collective. You know, he has such a big role to play, just who he is and in his role in society and humanity. Something big is going to happen. Something huge is going to happen to Donald Trump at the time of his election. Is he going to die? Is he going to win? Something's going to happen. That's destined. That God chose. Right? That's in the fate of America as we go through our first Pluto return. Or whatever. So that's some crazy shit. And yeah, there's a psychic that from the 1800s. I don't know his name. I already talked about this in a different video, I think. But he predicted that this would happen. That Trump. This is some shit. I'm not. Remember, I'm not co-signing this. I'm just letting you guys know information I found, and I'm not saying I believe in it or not. So if anyone wants to debate this or any of the stuff I'm saying, this is purely just based. This is like purely based on information I found. This is not having to do with my opinion. And I also believe that I could be wrong. That I don't think that this necessarily means he will win for sure. I just think that something fated of massive significance is going to happen. And actually, one other thing. Yeah, the fact I want to know how many times you have a lunar return. I don't have that figure right in front of me. But anyways, back to this psychic. The psychic said, like from the 1800s, the psychic said that there would be a guy by the name of Trump who will win the election. He'll be the last president of America, and America after that will be deassembled as we know it and break up. And he predicted that there'll be riots in New York after the re-election, and that like the civil unrest will get to levels unprecedented levels. And we live in a really interesting time. And now this is kind of that part of this video is over. Now, kind of just like taking my view on this and just kind of living through craziness is that as a Jupiterian, as a perspective guy, as someone that can really zoom out, you know, as a Pisces Sagittarius, you know, and meditation helps us too. Just, and it's not a bypass in any way. We still have to fight. We still have to. Wow, my phone just completely fell off my selfie stick tripod kind of thing. Okay, it's still working. I was saying that. 1 second. Whatever. I'll just go with my hands. Basically, you have to just believe in the divine plan and believe in polarization. Believe that in order for there to be light, we have to like understand darkness, and that heroes come out of the darkest times, things of that nature. And yeah, I guess that's just my message. Is just like, I know things are bad. Fight for what you believe in, but don't lose faith. Don't let yourself get into like this deep depression. Oh, like I'm fucked. The world's fucked. Like this is all in order for change, and it's gonna make sense. Just like Saturn, Saturn returns for people. Like it doesn't usually make sense right away. Like this will make sense. It doesn't make sense now because we're in it. When you're in a storm in the middle of the ocean, you can't fucking make sense of the spiritual significance of that storm, right? But when it's done, you're like, okay, I get it. This was meant to teach us because, we are all one. It's a cliche, but really, like, the collective is one. Like, I'm Jesse, but I'm part of this collective, of this generation, and I can break that down into larger and larger pieces until it becomes one whole, right? I can break down being in my Saturn group, in my Jupiter group, in my Pluto group, my Uranus group, my Neptune, all these different, my South Node, North Node group, right? My Pisces, all these different groups, but like in the end, it's one. So for the collective, this is it's like the collective is going through a massive transit right now, and that's this could happen at an individual level, but it wouldn't be as chaotic because not everyone's going through it. Anyways, that's about it. I think I've said everything I wanted to say, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys watch this whole thing, I am very thankful. I really appreciate it, and if this helped you in any way, let me know. Also, let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to add anything to what I've said. If you're an astrologer or someone just with any kind of view, I'm open to hearing different sides. I'm not saying that like this is 100% going to happen. I'm just telling you what the astrology says, because it doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. So, anyways, hope you guys are doing good. And as I always say, hit me up for readings. I'm 100% free right now. I had the craziest month ever last month, but this month has been super relaxed. So I'm recharged and ready to go. If anyone is interested in readings, go to my bio and my website, and go Blazers. Basketball stuff. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.